So for a very long time, I had the wrong idea about English fluency. I used to think that being fluent meant speaking English with perfect grammar, with perfect pronunciation, and never making mistakes ever. I thought that fluent people understood every single word and always knew exactly what to say. I've been learning English for quite some time now, and I spent years chasing that version of English, which turned out to be the wrong version of English. But then I moved to the UK, and looking back, I can confidently say I was wrong. Moving here, speaking the language every day, almost every day, with native and non-native speakers completely changed the way I see English fluency. Because in real life, people don't speak like textbooks. People speak fast and don't pronounce words clearly. They make grammar mistakes, they mispronounce words, they interrupt each other, they use regional slang and idioms. Sometimes they don't even finish their sentences properly. And that's when I realized something very important. Real fluency is not about being perfect. It's not about having the perfect pronunciation or accent. It's not about hiding your accent either. You should embrace your accent and be proud of it. Well done. You can speak another language. Real fluency is about connection. It's about speed and it's about recovery. So let's talk about the first one, connection. When you're having a real conversation in real life with real people, nobody is sitting there analyzing your grammar and your pronunciation. No one, not even one person. People just want to understand you. That's it. That's the whole point of speaking a language. It's just a tool for you to be able to share your ideas and understand other people. That's that. They want to connect with you. But a lot of English learners make the same mistakes, and I did as well. They try to build the perfect sentence in their head before they speak. And by the time they're ready, the conversation has already moved on. That's why one of the most important skills in English is learning to get the gist. That's right, to get the gist. In English, getting the gist of something simply means understanding the main idea without needing to understand every single word. And honestly, this changed everything for me, because once you stop trying to catch every word, you relax more, you listen better, and conversations become much less stressful. Now, the second part of fluency is speed. Not speed like talking super fast. I mean speed of response. So for example, if someone asks you a question in a coffee shop, they're not expecting some perfect structured answer. They just expect a natural response. That's it. And this is where conversation fillers help a lot. Native speakers use fillers all the time. Phrases like to be fair, to be honest, do you know what I mean? Right? Do you know what I mean? These little phrases give your brain time to think while keeping the conversation moving naturally. And the funny thing is that they actually make you sound more natural, not less. Now, let's talk about the most important part of fluency, recovery, because everybody makes mistakes, even native speakers. They do. Trust me. The difference is what happens after the mistake. A lot of learners freeze. They panic. They get embarrassed because in their head, they've created this fake image that everybody around them is judging their English. It's all in their head. And sometimes they stop talking completely. I truly believe that most English learners feel like having real conversations is similar to sitting an English exam. So they try very hard to be almost perfect. How do I know that? I used to do the same. But fluent speakers don't do that. I don't do that anymore. I used to, not anymore. These days, when I make a mistake, I just brush it off. I just brush it off and carry on like nothing happened. No big deal. If I say the wrong word, I laugh, I correct myself, and move on. Fluent speakers might say something like, sorry, my brain went blank, or I just lost my train of thought. I just lost my train of thought. Or let me say that again. And that's it. The conversation continues. When I first arrived in the UK, I met people from all over the world. Many of them made grammar mistakes constantly. Some of them had horrible pronunciations and very strong accents that made them very difficult to understand. But they were still incredibly fluent and successful in their careers. Why? Well, just because they weren't afraid to communicate. Remember, English is a tool that you use to communicate, to get things done. So they weren't afraid to communicate. They joked with people, they made people laugh, they had conversations, they asked questions, they kept the interaction going. And honestly, that's what real fluency looks like. So here is the real takeaway from this video, from today's video. Stop chasing perfect English. My English truly improved drastically after I stopped worrying about having the perfect accent or hiding my accent or worrying about having the perfect pronunciation and all of that rubbish, okay? Nobody cares. It doesn't matter. So I stopped chasing a perfect version of English that only existed in my head. You have to do the same. You have to set yourself free from that mentality. Otherwise, you will be caged in forever. Perfect English does not exist in the real world. So focus on connecting with people. Learn to get the gist of the conversation. Use fillers to help your conversation flow. And when you make a mistake, just brush it off and keep going. That's how real fluency is built. Trust me, I've done it myself. So let me ask you something. Are you still waiting to be perfect before you speak English? Or are you finally ready to start connecting with people? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.